3.1, landmarks, committee, and this is, January 2024. Thank you.
Thank you.
First one is 315 Greenwich Street. Good.
If I need to share, I'll be glad. Jared, yeah, and then the drawings that you can keep. Yeah, thank you. Jared, no.
We have two more.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. You just don't want to.
So,
Thank
I'd like
you.
to remind everyone to speak into the
yeah,
owls,
speak loud.
into
because-
the owls, into the little owls.
Sure. Do we have anyone, joining us online? No. One person.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, so, sir?
Hi, my name is Gagan. I'm a project architect working on this building. Part of the upgrades that the new owner of this building wants to do includes adding a new window on ground floor. Reason being, it's a very narrow but deep lot, and we only have one doorway to that space, not enough window space as a storefront, which is not really desirable for having retail space there. So having that one window will really help this retail space and its visibility. The other ask that we have as part of this application is the removal of fire escape landings, which are not used as a fire escape anymore. So since it's something that staff do not approve at staff level in LPC, we have included that as part of our public hearing process. We are doing some upgrades to the facade of the building. We are cleaning up the stucco, removing air conditioning units. We're adding the historic cornice back to this building. And we are changing windows. So there are a lot of upgrades happening to this building, which brings it closer to how it was historically.
Okay, great. That sounds like a good summary. You want to say anything else?
That's it.
Okay, I'll start. And,
Slides or?
no, he gave, I looked through I mean, everyone can keep looking, guys. I think it's easier to look on
I do.
paper. And I'm gonna start. I think that the, fire balconies are original and they have some decoration. They look like the same ones you have in the early photos, so I probably would say I'd rather see them stay. I'd really like to see them stay. And then, I think, you know, even though it clearly wasn't there originally or ever, that's turning around the corner with the extra bay doesn't bother me so much, because I see why you wanna do it, and it's really just replacing stucco, and it looked like the details were kind of to just extend the design that you're proposing on Greenwich Street, which looks historically appropriate around the corner. What's the material of the storefront that you're proposing?
It will be steel. It will be a steel storefront,
Steel.
and we are doing some elements in cast iron.
Wow. Any thought to, well, who else wants to talk? What do people want to say?
Do you have any renderings of the new window? Cause, you didn't have the building next door's, entryway and fence that this building.
I do have some schematic renderings printed out.
But it's still, these don't take into account the fence that there's, I mean, there's no way that this isn't just abut the fence almost immediately, right?
There will be, I think, 12 inches in between this end of the storefront and the fence. There'll be some stucco in between the fence and the storefront.
So you said this was gonna be retail?
Yes,
I mean, is it office currently? So the reception
Yes.
lobby is going away?
It used to be an office space, but under the same use group, we can have a retail space, so in a separate application, we will, submit to DOB.
But this space has been retail before.
Yeah,
Well.
most certainly, yeah.
Yeah, but not with this owner, with the other owners, it has been used.
You can do retail in this, though, it's been done.
Why does it say reception?
Well, it was, previously used as an office space.
Like a doctor's office.
Right.
Or a nail salon.
There's been a lot,
Been a lot of,
yeah.
many years ago.
I mean, I agree with,
But that's
I agree with you, Jason, on the, I mean, it's, the balconies are, I know they're not used as fire escapes now, it is a nice touch, somebody could use them to put plants on or whatever, I don't know, I'd hate to see it.
For me,
go
it's the
away.
original part about it.
Right, yeah,
Why
that's
would
what I
we
mean,
ever
it's
want to
original.
take anything
Totally
original off?
usable.
Right.
So nothing's being done with the front door where the for sale sign is,
No, not on that side.
it's just a, steel door?
Yeah. There's an elevator shop where the sign is.
Oh,
That's-
right,
that's
right,
just-
right, that's
There's
right,
just a wall.
Yeah.
But next to it is just a door.
And you're not changing that door.
Not that door, the residential entrance door.
I mean, none of
At this
that's
point,
part of the history, like fabric's gone there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we have things that are original or even,
That's,
or, you know, forties.
I mean, the elevation, the window clearly doesn't, I mean, the proposed window is, it doesn't fit to me because there's no cornice over it, the stairs aren't being extended.
I mean,
What do we have?
well, that's the nineteen forties photo that shows this type of window, which I think that's what he's trying to mimic. This narrow.
No, it's already there though, part of the, oh, I see what you're saying, I'm sorry, Jason, you're right.
And then he's just kind of photoshopping that an extra bay. Do I agree with you that he should extend the cornice around more? Is that what you're saying?
Well, and the stairs, I mean, if you look at,
And the
even
stairs?
this historic one, the stairs, there was some
I
sort of.
agree, but it's really not for us. I mean, we can say that, but I wouldn't hold back an approval of saying,
You have
why,
to have-
why didn't you extend the stairs? Seems like a miss. Why didn't you extend the corners? Seems
I
like-
would, because it just feels like the window's just stuck on. It doesn't relate.
Hmm.
just one, sorry, don't want to interrupt, but, in our, meetings with LPC staff, we presented an option where we were adding a shallow, cornice. It wasn't the exact same cornice,
Hmm.
like a drip edge.
Yeah.
And, we felt that, the way how the two interact was, not really working
Genuine?
together. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I feel like
Yeah.
it does become like, that's a raw wall and yeah, we're throwing a window in it.
So we are adding a cast iron panel to differentiate stucco with the painted.
That is, what sheet did that show on? Who else has anything to say about it? That's on the board.
In the
It's
alleyway.
just, yeah, it's big.
Oh, you're adding a
What's that?
cast iron in
Panel.
each column.
This one. has-
Yes,
I see that.
Thank you.
and
That's
we are
cool.
adding
Thank
I see
A
the
flat
panel. I
panel.
see the panel. I see the panel. That's cool. I like that.
Okay, there we go. The
I see it.
axon at the
Oh,
bottom
yeah,
is a
yeah.
little different.
Yeah.
That didn't read that way in the elevation.
Sorry about it, it's so late.
Yes, Bruce.
So, I'm just curious, this building's been on the market for.
You're sold. You missed your chance.
Okay. What will be the purpose? May I ask?
it'll be retail space on it.
Okay, and then residential.
Right.
Thank you.
Are you gonna wanna weigh in here, Bruce? Cause we could bring you up to speed quickly.
I know this building so well, I've been on the roof, I've been in the basement, I shouldn't say if he's here, the kind of unusual former owner.
They're replacing all the storefront they can with, that's not original or historic.
Yeah.
And then they're adding a bay of storefront around the corner on, what is it? I forget.
That's,
Franklin.
Yep.
Oh.
Reed.
Reed.
Actually, that was Don Petrarca's old house next door, but anyway, go on.
And that's really, and they would like to remove the fire balconies, which look original, so I had led by saying I would prefer them to not remove anything that is original, you know.
Great. As I recall, there is no elevator and there was really no room for one. Is there an elevator?
Yes, there is a existing functional elevator
Really?
inside the building, yes.
I don't remember. Okay, great. I am not up to speed sufficient to comment. I'm just glad that the building is finally having a,
The fire escape,
repurpose.
the fire escapes look like they're next to the building to the left.
Yes.
Yeah,
They should stay, I agree.
they're
The-
fire ladders, that, you know, yeah, anyway.
There is fabric, right, in the storefront, because I see columns that match, cast iron columns.
Oh, those are all staying though,
They're gonna
just the,
stay.
just the infill.
Okay,
That's the,
The one's being removed though, right? And then.
No columns are being removed, right?
Well, one of them, we'll try to, not remove it, but we felt that it'll be easier for us to carefully remove it and place the exact same column back.
so it won't be cast iron, or the
It will be
same
the
literally?
same,
the same?
literally the same piece back.
And when you say try, what do you mean try?
Well, I mean, we are going to remove the brick behind it and install a steel, column. So I would like to have, freedom if it can be removed and then reinstalled.
Reset.
And
Reset.
you're not,
In the same place.
In the same place, yes.
regardless, when you remove it and you find, oh my God, it's in such bad condition back there, we just can't reinstall the column. There's no way that's gonna happen, no
Uh,
matter what.
Well, we are also recreating a new column, from that existing column.
Yeah.
And,
I think I know where Bruce is going, but
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like what he was about to say is they're gonna even make another column on
Yes.
Reed Street to end this new storefront
Yeah.
out of cast iron.
Out
So
of
the-
cast iron?
Yeah, so these guys seem, I think
Okay.
they're here to not, want us around,
Right.
so.
Are you doing things to the, what was sort of a lot line, except for the little Don Petrarca? Are you
yes,
doing things there to?
we are doing a general, repair maintenance of the stucco, removing, penetrations and the, AC units, refilling it with stucco.
Stucco.
Yeah, all these, grills in the windows are getting removed. We are replacing, windows with new windows. As per LPC's rule.
My last question, have you been in touch with the neighbor who is a very prominent producer?
I know he is, but I haven't been in touch with
I
him.
do think because of the work they do there and their importance to the neighborhood, you should work with them too, because their house is very, very.
I represent the owner. But we will, and we have actually reached out to both sides,
Good.
just in the initial conversation, obviously we'll. Give it the work is approved, but this will be impactful for their fence.
Okay.
And you're not coming here for, you're not going to the LPC for the roof?
We are, we already have, a hearing with them, but only for these elements which are, not, approved at staff level. All the other elements, like the roof and, the cornice and everything, LPC is happy to approve at staff level. We just
A
simplifying.
roof addition?
It's not an addition, it's just,
it's not an
It's a
addition.
cornice.
on the roof, there's an
The
existing.
cornice was
He's gonna
removed
put
already.
a cornice back.
I'm seeing an addition on the back of this roof.
There's a bulkhead,
There is a bulkhead.
there's not currently.
It's not on the existing elevation, but it's on the proposed. What is that?
There is an existing penthouse or existing mezzanine, which, is going to stay, and then there'll be a small section, which will be the extension on the rear side. That is going to be added.
Oh,
What page is
So
that?
that's not.
That's
well,
not
that
that
is-
level.
So, or is
So
it?
we did a mock-up, for that stair bulkhead, which is going on the backside, and we submitted photographs. And since it's not really visible all that much from the street
Okay.
level, so LPC decided that we're gonna approve it. It's, on the secondary facade anyways. I do have the drawings which were submitted to LPC, if you wanna take a look.
And what about the railing? That's also a.
That's also
LPC
staff level that
level?
we're not raising the height of the railing, replacing the existing with the new one.
So the existing bulkhead, I remember, is a mess. Are you getting rid of it or are you adding a new bulkhead and leaving that one?
We are leaving that one, recladding that with metal cladding,
Because that is visible.
yes. Yeah. But we are dressing it up, but we are keeping it,
And they've also approved that at staff level?
yes.
And also new windows at the bulkhead. I guess they're improving that at staff level now too. I'm surprised, but. I did a stair bulkhead on the Upper West Side a few years ago and they went almost clear across the Hudson to tell us they could see it, so.
Unbelievable.
Anyway.
Yes, are you a lawyer or
Oh, no, I'm the owner's representative.
It's a current owner.
Yes, the new owner who just purchased it, he hired me and I run the construction.
I see.
representative
Sorry.
decision making. Also, an architect,
I'm sorry.
and also my background's in architecture.
I'm sorry, may I ask your name?
Kristen,
Kristen.
yeah, Corndorfer, and I live on J Street, so I'm
Really?
very intimately familiar.
Okay.
Very eager to see its facelift.
Thank you.
All right.
So,
So I'm gonna write a positive resolution and,
I so move.
Second.
I have to, I'll vote and then I have to go downstairs and let something in that bin.
So any opposed? Any abstain? Any recusal? Motion carries 6 in favor.
Sorry.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck.
You wanna give it back or?
no, I mean, you know. All right, 77 Hudson Street. That's right. Terrific.
Is it different? From what you
Kind
said
of
on
important. I'll be right back.
All right, this is about vault lights. So
I know.
we probably,
Inside out, I have to go down.
okay, but I don't think you should worry. We're aligned on your vault light philosophies.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Don't give us a whole thing about
Oh,
the
okay,
history of the neighborhood, and let's just get right into this vault light replacement project.
Excellent.
So,
Follow the, you gotta let them know what's being allowed.
this,
This is Zudo's.
so we're at 77 Hudson Street now.
Yes. Let me, give me 30 seconds.
We have,
Angelo Cosentini, I'm a board member for the condominium, the owner of the commercial condominium that Zudo is in.
Love Zudo.
Thank you, it's been
Okay.
40+
Yes,
years.
I know it well.
And I bought this building 32 years ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, quite a while.
bravo.
Thank you. Now, a few years back, I'll give you a very thumbnail history of this. Roughly 2021, this project was approved by this board and the Landmarks Commission for replacement of the diamond plate loading dock that had seriously deteriorated.
Okay,
As part of that approval, one of the conditions was that we salvage the sidewalk lights for potential reinstatement.
okay,
That was noted on the drawings and approved that way by Landmarks. As you'll note or see on the photographs that I've submitted here, that were also part of the original submission, you will see that the sidewalk lights, that were probably 2 or 3 of them that still remain, it's page 8 of these slides here,
Mhm.
they were seriously deteriorating.
yeah, I
And
see that.
when we took the diamond plate off, these just shattered.
Of course they did.
Right.
Yeah.
So there is nothing to salvage and replace. The problem is that the architect's drawings noted that they should be salvaged and replaced. So I started working with Landmarks on this in 2022, got sick, couldn't deal with it for a year or so, picked it up again when I started feeling better. They've asked us at staff to come and ask this committee and Landmarks if we can get a waiver on the replacement of the sidewalk lights, because they really weren't there.
Who
So,
did you work with at staff there?
Leanne, I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Leanne Pollock.
And then who was the senior staff, or is she's not seniors?
There was someone else that got on a Zoom call and was like,
Caroline came lead.
Okay, okay.
I owe
So-
you or something. Thank you.
Uh,
So I'm here asking for a waiver from the requirement
You
to
know,
To
replace.
keep the diamond plate and not replace. the-
no, well, to not have a violation.
Right, to not have a violation.
I can't get a
Your
sign off
landmark.
on the work because of that. Now, so two things happen. One is this, and two, the location of those existing deteriorated sidewalk lights is where the new structural element went that is now holding up the loading dock.
Well, you're saying and that's a second reason.
That's a
why
secondary reason. That's right. The primary reason is,
Each one costs $70,000.
no, they're roughly 20-something thousand dollars. And
Yeah.
even if I had been able to salvage them, they couldn't have been reinstalled, A, because of the location, and two, because of the condition.
Yeah, I think like it's a sloppy permit.
Yeah,
It shouldn't have been
100%.
issued that way and it's
100%.
not a really an understanding of, it's like, are there vault lights? Check the box, yes, and then therefore we're gonna put this note that says you have to salvage them, which is a
That's right.
ridiculous note and worked 1 out of 100 times that it's ever been.
That's right. So,
And they've been covered since when?
well, pre-landmark status of this building,
Oh, well, that's a great thing.
yeah, there's,
Covered
that is
before it was
actually.
Designated? Covered all
Before
the
it was
way since
designated, so that's part of the submission. It is on page 5 of the slide. And it talks about how at its designation, a raised vault is covered by non-historic materials and granite vault covers
Yeah.
that extend from there to the curb.
Okay, for me, that's what really just takes it over to
Right.
like a reasonable thing to ask us who represent all these people that love the block,
Sure.
which is ridiculous to even ask us that to represent those people, but we will, I would say, let's give you the waiver.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Okay,
Can I call the question?
Bruce didn't come back, so.
Now let's
Yeah,
do it.
okay. Yeah.
Second?
Second,
You?
yeah,
A second. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Any refusal? Motion carries.
okay, great.
Okay,
So this is a
Thank
big,
you.
big deal.
yeah.
Number 3, because number 4 is gonna be
Take away
super
the
quick.
paper for you.
Right? Because we're not gonna do everything through the deck. We were all the same people that have been, were here,
Yes.
and we have a real opportunity to get out of here at 7:15. So,
For those of us that
Right.
live in New Jersey.
oh my God, oh my God.
Sir, you said you had another presentation to hand?
And you have printouts too? Great.
Oh, thank goodness.
This is really working.
I'm fine.
Okay,
Hi.
so while you give out the printouts.
Yes.
Since you're doing so well on timing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Sarah Scher.
Sarah.
Hagan Space Barth and Partners, we're the preservation consultants. I'm here with, Michael Lim from Robert D. Henry Architects, as well as Kristen Schultheis from QC.
Okay,
The tenant of buildings 111, 112, and 114 in Governor's Island on the north side. So I'll give a brief intro while the presentation is being uploaded. So
This is correct.
it's correct.
Is it? Oh, it is.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Everybody's still online, by the way, that wants to be online?
The one person.
Oh, is that your
Yeah,
guy?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, hello, everybody.
30 seconds and a half. The problem, but go ahead.
Well, we can start.
Yeah, good. So I assume most of you are familiar with QC. It's on the north side of Governor's Island,
Yep.
just west of the main ferry landing. So as some of you may recall, in 2015, QC came through the Landmarks public hearing process for all of the exterior work. Since 2015, the code has changed, the DOB code for accessibility. And so the ADA lifts that were approved in 2015 for buildings 111 and 114 no longer meet code. So we are returning for the public process to install ramps, which are appear to be the only accessibility that DOB can approve at these buildings. So we'll be presenting that tonight. Additionally, Department of Health has a requirement around the approved and installed pools to add lighting for safety reasons. So we'll be discussing lighting around the pools.
The
And then-
pools are there now.
The pools are there.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, that's part of the 2015 scope. And then there is a request for one kitchen exhaust in building 111. So we'll be looking at those 3 areas of work. So if you can go to the next slide. So you guys know the history, it just, 111, 112, and 114 are all 1934 buildings. Served at 114, served for nurses' quarters, 111, 112 were soldiers with families, housing. As you can see, the sites are oriented towards the river, which is at the top of the top right image, and the pools are situated in between 114 and 111 and 111 and 112. You can go to the next slide. So here are existing conditions photos of building 111, which is the easternmost building where we are proposing a ramp as well as the kitchen exhaust. The top left photo is a straight on image from Andrews Road. So there's 2 roads that surround the site. On the south side is Andrews Road, and on the north side is Carter Road, which is along the waterfront. So this primary facade on the top left is from Andrews Road. And the ramp is proposed to go on the east side, which is off the road. Just another thing to note on the bottom right, you'll see there are 2 doors and a terrace. So we're introducing a new door for this ADA ramp. So we looked at other doors on the site to sort of understand what the vocabulary should be. So here you see a transom over a glazed door with a panel. So that was used for the new door design. And then there's a simple metal picket railing that's used for the railing design for the ramp. Next slide. And then building 114, which is the westernmost one that faces towards Castle Clinton, Castle William, sorry. The 2 images on the left are images from the Castle William site. So that's more of the primary facade. There's a projecting portico, a little bit more ornamentation. The other side, which is seen on the top right, is more of a secondary elevation, and that's where the new ramp is proposed to go to provide ADA accessibility to this site. Next slide. And as I mentioned, the Department of Health is requiring additional lighting from what was approved in 2015. These are the existing pools and the existing lighting. So we are proposing 4 required pools at the corners of each pool. Next slide.
Is there's no, I can share.
Oh,
Sure. Okay. And you take that.
next slide, sorry. Here's an overall plan showing all of the scope of work. So there's the 2 ramps highlighted in red on the east sides of building 111 and 114. Around the pool, you see the 4 corners and 4 light poles. And then that little red rectangle at building 111 is where the new kitchen exhaust will go. Next slide. And we met with Landmark staff this week, and they asked us to include more photos from the public thoroughfares, which are considered the roads, Andrews Roads and Carter Road. So on the left side of the image is building 111 from Andrews Road. So I can't point, but the ramp is in the far distance, so it won't be very visible. It'll be seen through fences and mechanicals, and it's far away from Andrews Road. And then the 2 right images, the center and the right image are, am I getting this right? Building 114, and you can, so that, it's hard to do this without pointing, but the ramp location is obscured from both of these views. So from the street, it'll be not possible to see, it will be very
I got
obscure
a
to see the
question about
ramps.
the ramp. So
Yeah.
it's to gain access to the level up from the ground
So
floor?
that is the ground floor. It's the first floor. The basement is below that.
So this door goes where?
It goes,
The existing.
this
The
door.
existing door.
So there's steps inside that door. So there's a vestibule and then there's steps into the entrance of
And
the
there's no way
building.
to accomplish this inside, given that it's at ground level?
Next slide.
But by the way, if you want to point, I mean, you could
Oh, is it okay if I go up there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought I used it.
No, 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 no.
Sorry.
Oh,
I'd
it's
love
fine.
to be a-
Do speak loud because the owls don't
Yes,
work.
we'll do my best. So here we have the approved elevation and the proposed elevation. The approved scope was that lift, which unfortunately we can no longer do. We are required to do a ramp. So, this is the minimum run to meet the slant that's required for ADA access. The sill of the existing windows, all the windows are non-historic, is dropped to create a door entrance. Next slide. And then here's the detail of that. The new ramp will be poured concrete, but with a stucco finish tinted to match the limestone base. Also scored to match the unit size of the limestone, which is, you can see better in the rendering. And then the doors, as I mentioned, are based on existing doors with the transom above and a multi-light glazed top and a paneled bottom. And then the railing detail also comes from the other railings of the building. Next slide. Just a detail of that door a little bit closer, and it'll be a wood door. Next slide. And here are renderings. So you can see that the new stucco on the ramp will blend in with the limestone. It'll be scored to match the unit size of the base of the building too. Next slide. And this is just another view of that same ramp from the parking lot that's in front of building 111. Next slide.
Ordinary and fine.
So we're turning around on building 11, the water is behind us, we're looking towards the north elevation. There's a new kitchen exhaust proposed right here. We've sort of scribbled, put that into a photo just to show the visibility. It's right on the other side of the peak, so when we're standing in front of the building on Indies Road, you won't see it, but from these little perspectives, it'll be minimally visible. Go to the next slide. So here is that gooseneck, and it's a little bit less heavy than what the sketch on the photo is showing, because of the gooseneck nature of
What's the
it.
size of that duct, kind of, when you talk about the gooseneck? Is it 40 inches wide by 12 inches?
Well, it looks like it's a one
Okay, there you go,
foot 10
22
inches
inches.
wide, so not a
Big
little
guy.
And
Big
then,
guy.
yeah, this is 3'6", so this looks to be about 5 feet, is that right? Yeah, about 5 feet tall.
I was asking about the dimensions that's not represented, right? The one that's just out of, because it could very well be 4 feet long or a foot long. You have any idea? Like if the duct is 22 by 40 or 22 by,
About this here?
no, I'm talking about the cross section of the duct is gonna be this 22 by whatever goes this direction, which could be 100.
Oh,
You have
like
100.
this, you mean? I think
Yes,
it'll be
I do
round,
that.
it'll be round.
Like round,
Yeah,
like
correct.
round or round like?
Well,
cross?
it'll be that like 110.
Oh, great,
Yeah,
one time
yeah.
round, so
Yeah,
that's
one
not very
time
big,
round.
okay, thank you.
And just to point out the relationship with the peak of the roof to the gooseneck, which will be basically aligned, so you won't see it over.
Is there a way to clad it in any way?
To clad it, and what do you?
I don't know.
I'm faux painted, like the, faux painted painted the color of the shingle roof, what color is the roof?
It's like a grayish.
Painted gray.
Can we paint it? We'll
Why not?
look into that, yes.
That's a good idea.
Very nice.
Nice little.
Yeah.
Dark gray, okay, thank you.
Next slide. Okay, so moving to building 114. The previous approval had, a lift on the Andes Field elevation on the side. But unfortunately, well, the elevation is too narrow and the first floor is too high to accommodate a ramp on the side. So the ramp is being moved to the east elevation, which I mentioned is the less primary of the two longer elevations of 114. And it will be on the southern side of the building, so away from the water. And similar scope in that it'll be a concrete ramp with a stucco finish to match the limestone. Next slide. Just a detail of that again, the windows are a little bit wider on 114, so the transom is 4 lights wide instead of 3 lights wide, but still with that vocabulary of the doors throughout this site with the simple metal railing. Next slide. It's just a door detail. Just showing once again the same. Next slide. And here is the rendering existing and proposed. One thing I forgot to mention on the previous slide, the current steps, as you can see, are quite shallow and the landing doesn't meet code. So part of the proposal is to extend out the landing with new granite to match existing and new railings to match existing. But currently that landing just is too narrow to accommodate. Yes.
So, okay, so this gets you into the building, right? But if
Yeah.
you want to get to the pool and you're, you use a mobility device, the pools are tiered, right? I mean, so how does that all work?
I don't. I'm sorry, what was your question?
So these ramps get the people into the building, right? But the pool from the photos, they're in tiers. What level is the pool, like, is the
Okay.
entire facility accessible?
Okay, so, when you entering that building, when you enter 114, you have to enter through the spa first. So we have an entrance to the spa, which is building 112. And then we have, from there, they can we have elevators inside that bring to every floor. And people can walk, like the pools are literally just like in the grass. So it's the ground floor. And then people will be able to move from the grass with the ramp into 114.
Okay.
I think
So the pool area is accessible.
yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you have a close-up of the limestone foundations
Let's look at the existing.
of the existing? Yeah,
Sure, probably in the earlier photos.
because I'm very confused. I'm seeing. Yeah, it says, yeah, please.
Yeah.
In fact, is that correct? Are they're large blocks?
Yeah, they're ashlar, they're square blocks, and so we'll score the.
So this is not correct, the horizontal?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they are
That's
blocks,
correct.
and you're saying that the stucco is also gonna be scored?
It's gonna be scored to look like the limestone. It's gonna be in it.
Along Jared's questioning, I mean, so the pools are ADA accessible as well? Is that correct? Okay.
There are chairlift.
Could we go to the?
I'll admit, I don't know what the requirement is for, I mean, so like somebody in a wheelchair can actually get into the pool?
Yeah,
There's
5 feet
ramps,
around
right?
every,
Yeah.
5 feet around every pool edge, that's the requirement.
No, I'm not talking about the pool edge, I'm talking about getting into the pool,
Well, you have that, no? it's
right?
not-
You have that?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are,
I know that's not part of this, I'm
yes,
just asking.
there are chairlifts that bring you.
It means this.
Because
Alright, and forgive me, what's the catalyst for, why are these ramps being introduced to the project now? The project's, I thought it was finished, no?
So 112 is finished.
Yeah.
We're currently, working on 111. We're hoping to finish that
Ah,
in the spring. And then 114, we're actually not working on probably till next year.
got it, yeah, that makes sense. Alright.
moving on.
One more slide.
Great.
The pool lighting,
Right.
so
Oh.
Department of Health is requiring lighting. So,
Do we know why?
Yeah, that's my.
I think it's a safety issue, is that correct?
Why, because it's at night,
Yeah.
or like,
Because
because people are skinny to think at night and.
People will jump the fence, so they should know what they're going into. I got it.
Okay.
But this happens within the
Within the pool.
campus or whatever.
Yeah, so it's just at the four corners, it's intended to light into the pool, and it's been designed to be as simple as possible, so it's similar to the sign, poles that have been approved along the island, just a simple metal that has some small light fixtures that hang from the top.
And also small, in that it's only 15 feet tall. It's not some- No,
Yeah. No, yeah, no, light poles can be very tall, so, yes.
Okay, move on to Clark. Nobody.
Yes,
Bruce.
I'm sorry, it's.
No, please. we
Don't
can
be
start
sorry,
over
it's
this
you.
summer.
So to understand the location, this is series of buildings immediately next to the Lower Manhattan Cultural Council Gallery? Is that,
Yeah.
or am I wrong?
Yeah.
So, what's between, first, I have a few questions. What's between you and the LMCC? A grass path, nothing? Are you?
You look at the,
Yeah.
the site plan.
I'm looking at the site plan, it's too small even with my magnifier to
We
see.
go to the
Which
first
page?
slide,
This one?
maybe you see the whole island.
You just, so I'm sorry.
Oh, here.
This one?
No, down.
Let me see.
Four.
We didn't like
See
that.
the
Yeah, yeah.
line?
I know.
Okay,
So there is a loading dock, there are certain, equipment,
can you point to that?
yes,
That's
yes.
the title dock. This one.
Right there's the dock, that's the dock, that's, so it's the landing right there where you're pointing?
Yes, and there's also, concrete pads on which there are approved, HVAC equipment,
Yeah.
generators, condenser units.
Okay,
that are
so
sitting
there's
there.
the dock, where's the LMCC building?
On the right,
This is the
Yes.
LMCC building. The dock, this is the loading dock, not the actual dock. Like, and so the
Okay.
ferry dock is up here.
The ferry dock is up there to the right and up,
yes,
Yes.
then and the LMCC that you pointed to, I don't remember. Oh, so that extends to the right off the screen and you're looking at the west end of the LMCC building.
yes.
Yeah.
So on the pedestrian way, where the trees are on the bottom. Yeah, where's the sidewalk to your building? Under the trees?
Yes. The
It's
side,
under the trees through,
Right.
no, this is the back. Sorry, Michael, you might need a
no,
point.
no, question about the sidewalk.
How do
from-
you enter this area from Andy?
How to enter that area?
Yes,
There are stairs leading down from here.
okay.
Yeah, but I guess the accessible route will be through,
So-
Carter.
Can I show them the photo?
Sure. And whose equipment is it? Or whose industrial, it's yours or LMCC?
Ours, and those
I
are,
see. Okay,
This is the, yep, and then.
right.
Remember the ramp
Okay.
there. Here's the sidewalk
Right.
that leads to our buildings. And the ramp would be down like.
So your building runs, your buildings run only in a straight line, or is it a, like campus-like, buildings?
Well, it's these three.
Right,
So it's kind of a campus here and then this one.
and
runs-
in the beautiful, I know that court area, that open garden court area, you are installing 3 new pools?
The pools already exist.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the
Everything
lighting around.
exists.
Now, is this the buildings, I remember we went through this and I thought it was these buildings. For instance, there was a large generator next to one of the buildings and we went through all kinds of hoops to try to get it masked because it was very
I
prominent.
do remember that one, yeah.
That,
That was a different.
that's a different building. I don't think it was a
Okay.
generator even, but
Yeah.
it's,
Remember
there's
that.
a school building.
Okay, that's the
You
school.
passed this place, Bruce. This place is fully functioning. These things are just, appendixes to the majority of the work that we saw.
Good,
We
okay.
proved, yeah.
Thank you. Now I'm clear. Thank you very much.
My question was on building 111. So you have the ramp going, next to the entryway door and, taking out a window, for it. Is there a reason why you wouldn't just have the ramp go to the existing patio that's already there, to the right of the building?
into the main entry.
Well, no, you have on page LPC 12, I think. You have this entryway here. Is there a reason why you wouldn't just, so you're not losing the window?
Because that, is the terrace that leads into, so this is not a real actual entrance.
Okay.
So that is where they want to be able to control, the flow of, guests coming into they're proposing a restaurant cafe on this level. So that's where the guests will be able to come in and there will be, booster station, I guess, at that point to welcome people. So that's where they will have seating for, for dining.
Outdoor.
But so it's a choice, though. It's not, okay.
So we're in building 111, we're adding restaurant. And because people are gonna be able to now enter the spa from building 112, and now they'll be able to use this entrance to enter 111 as well. So there's gonna be another check-in area when you enter. And based on the design of the reception and the restaurant, that's why.
Okay, so how do you get into building 112 if you're in a wheelchair?
Well,
There's a,
Because of the way that the landscape is,
Yeah.
the contours actually due down to the basement.
Okay.
So from Wendy's Road, you can go on your wheelchair down to the basement and enter 112. And then from there, you can take the elevators up to the other floors. Unfortunately, that situation does not occur for 111 and 114.
Right. But, and if I understand correctly, what you just said was 111, there's going to be a cafe, next to, for that entrance
Yes,
there, all right, and so 112 is the spa, is that right?
yes.
I see, all right.
there's gonna be, in building 111, we're going to have some additional relaxation rooms, saunas, a salt room as well. But the
You
big,
said a salt and not assault. That,
that is correct. That is correct.
assaulting is optional and voluntary.
Yeah.
Along with skinny did that.
Himalayas.
Is the restaurant open to the public?
If, that is, we're trying to figure out, we're trying to figure that out.
Good question.
For now, no. But in the future, we might decide.
Are any, there are none that's open to the public, if I'm correct. There.
There are food carts, seasonal food
There's
carts in it.
Yeah,
Right,
there's
that's
one
it.
thing that's, like when you get off the thing on. the
Wait,
bus,
all right, yes.
Are we in favor of this?
Yeah, I don't
Great.
have any trouble.
I just
Is there anybody
All of-
online that needs to?
I'm
don't like the
abstaining.
lights. I don't like the lights. Sorry.
Mary doesn't like
I
the
just,
lights.
I didn't, the lights just seem
We
rather,
haven't discussed it.
Do the lights correspond with the?
like, it's such a beautiful area and you're sticking these four.
It's true.
like,
Or very
Pools aren't
utilitarian,
really
like, yeah, that-
That's true.
The-
Pools aren't original, as.
No, I know
Kevin
we could,
says.
but is
Yeah.
there something better that you can do with the lighting? It's a beautiful pool and.
How about something lower?
Yes,
That
exactly. I was
something lower.
from the ground.
That
Something lower,
that
something
doesn't
lower
meet
to the
the
ground.
Yeah, it's also challenging because if you're in the pool, you don't want the light to be in your face all the time, so it has to be high enough to disperse the light.
Wow.
But also it's so concentrated and focused.
What about spotlights off of the building that are temporarily?
Ooh, I like
I
that.
was thinking of that too.
I think that's going to be very difficult.
Okay, I'm not a lighting.
Yeah.
You guys should work with Swingham or
We-
whatever the best is.
So we offered a few options to landmarks people and they much prefer something that's off the building.
Okay, well,
That's-
what does everybody think about that?
Are the lights congruent with the lighting plan that has been approved for the island? Those
No,
were-
no.
No,
That's not even, I don't think that was that approved in the end? even?
In the end, I think it was.
You're right.
Yeah.
But it's not. I've seen those and
Right,
that's the
right.
difference. Yeah.
And so is it gonna be like, is the area now with your lights in the general thing and the new program of public lights along the walkways gonna be like a wash of?
Well, these are just around
The
the
Christmas
Christmas, so they're
You know,
really gonna.
yeah.
Okay.
If you look at LPC 6, they have these 8 dots. The dots themselves don't do justice to the lights. The
No.
lights would be like a pin drop on this thing.
Okay,
So,
yeah, yeah.
like,
No, they don't. And even on LPC 19, the black, the rendering with the black poles, that's, if you're doing the proposed light fixture to the left, the elevation,
Yeah.
that's very different from what's shown here.
What sheet is that? What sheet is the?
The last, not LTC nine.
Okay, all right, so
Okay, so I see what they did though, it's the post sign.
how big is this post? What's the radius of the post? What's the diameter of the post? That kind of I'm missing. You say it's like the ones in, okay, so let's say that that's a 4-inch.
Oh, I didn't like the governor, the trust, I didn't, no, but I didn't like the trust original post anyway, so, whatever.
Yeah, I almost look at them as only staying there as long as this is a pool, and if they're gonna be a pool, then you might want to have, okay, so, all right. I want to say we can write a positive resolution and see if someone wants to second that.
I'll say.
Okay, great. So,
Any recusals, any abstentions, any opposed?
Extension.
You abstain?
all right. Thank you so much. Have a great night. All right, back to the Old Chambers Street crew. Also printed out. No, you did?
Got to the page for now.
Oh, good, very good. Thank you. Okay, so
The pictures are in both presentations, 183 presentation, 185, but the photos are in both.
So for John, let's see what page of CB9.
17.
Here you go,
This is
sir.
for anyone online. If
You can
anyone's
take
still online.
these.
We have, 83
81, right?
chambers, AKA 65 Reed Street, and 85 chambers, AKA 67 Reed Street, right by Broadway, you know, DOB, right by the DOB.
We really should ask applicants to print out X number of, there's.
I did.
11
Yeah,
numbers.
but we're just getting the flow of that, like, we
Okay.
don't even realize.
used to not
We haven't even been getting them.
I know,
for
I have
3 years.
been.
Take this.
No, you need it.
No, I don't,
Okay.
I did the whole last meeting with
Okay.
this, we did it. Okay,
But they're in the folder when I emailed
yeah,
it.
that's
Well,
true.
that's,
That's
Okay,
one
so
more
for
thing.
us, Are you guys not back here to say, first of all, you did this mock-up?
Yes.
We did,
Great,
photographed
great.
with a key plan showing each vantage point to the view border from points in the corners at II.
Okay, so, and that, you made it even a slide?
Yeah.
Yep.
So which page, oh.
Uh,
yeah,
17 or
17.
18.
Sorry, oh, you have?
And wasn't.
One more. There you go.
Baseball last time, or
Pardon?
were you with someone else, a preservationist last time, or you guys?
No.
No,
You-
just-
okay, great,
Greenberg
great.
Farrow.
Okay.
So, what is it?
View C.
Yeah, that's basically where we have the two-story building where the bulkhead becomes a bit visible, but the outermost street forward, elevator override is being removed, so
Okay,
the impact of the rooftop, new bulk is really somewhat minimal.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, go for it.
No point.
yeah, and maybe, Lucy, if you could zoom in on UC, because I feel like I see something, but maybe I don't.
Yeah, this is,
Yeah,
so this is
Yeah.
this is being removed.
Right.
This right here is what you can see in the.
Yeah,
And those are actually mechanical patents.
that's it.
already.
And that's being
What,
removed.
this I can, oh, this I can see the
Yeah.
old stuff that's there. Okay.
Yeah. And this bulkhead here is being removed.
So the scaffolding represents
Yeah.
what will be there? So-
Correct.
And you, scaffolding's up, you're ready to rock. That stuff that we're seeing is even in the middle of both buildings, right? It's not even on the edge.
Yeah.
So you really actually don't have a lot of opportunity to go high with bulk there unless you wanna get everybody all upset about seeing things, because you're underbuilt, right, still?
Oh, yeah, yeah, we could have added, penthouses, they chose. not
Right.
to.
Your rod equivalents, these are both block through buildings,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So have you been back to LPC since you were here?
No, no, no,
No.
we didn't write, we didn't give our, we
didn't
didn't
do
release
anything.
our resolution, we did, we wrote a resolution, which I'd love to just stay as is, frankly, which was, I believe, a positive resolution. Yeah, it was positive, and it said, yeah, so,
Did you get the windows in there?
yeah, the special
That wasn't
windows,
there.
special windows, no,
Yeah.
special
we
windows.
did all that.
But let's relook at it anyway, because we just laid it on.
Well, they weren't special, but okay.
No, I
But
consider them
thank you.
special windows
Yeah.
because, like, that's how we refer to them in the biz on the second floor, like, if it's a special window, not a one.
What about the upper windows with the doubles to the triples?
Yeah, that we addressed,
Wait,
yeah, you
Wait.
changed your mind on that.
I didn't. The client does believe that the best interior situation is to have matching windows.
So going with the double hump. Correct. Let's look at that then again, and maybe we could find even a better solution.
Well, I'm,
I know you don't like the double hump.
Which page?
Yeah, which page?
And this is why,
Yeah.
this is what,
This is where.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Where
this,
we diverged on.
5:00, they sent me their presentation and 30 seconds ago, I got to revise.
it's just a drafting clarification.
Yeah, let's look at it together and then close this thing out.
I understand, but
26 is page.
this is why. I complained
Is it on the printout? Is it on the printout?
Uh-oh, Jason's ready to go.
Those windows
But it's
are
like,
out.
this window on the printout.
But you're not seeing how it correlates to the way
Well, that I wanna see too.
how the spaces are demised.
Oh, no. Is this what you're proposing though now?
Yes.
This?
Yes, that has not changed.
What has,
What are you
what has changed?
saying?
Say, in that view, it doesn't bother me as much, the wider view, then I know what you're saying. Did you beef this middle thing up? Did you do something there or no? You just?
No, that's where we mold together and that's where the partition dividing the living room and the bedroom dies into.
So wouldn't we beef that up? Why don't you, I mean, I wasn't so, seeing it together now, look, we know that wasn't the original configuration of because that's not the style of the building was.
Okay,
May I explain why they're kind of digging in?
Let's go to.
Because when
page-
you're inside the space, they wanna
No, I
have
got that.
two,
I
the
got it.
windows
We all got that.
want
We
to be
all-
the same.
We're not, we get that.
Well, wait a minute, inside, so the wall, the dividing wall between the bedroom and the living room on the inside dies into the center, to the center, mullion, right?
Correct.
I think it's up then.
Then it jogs
Oh, they're
to create more
different.
width
Oh, yeah.
in the living room.
You're saying, yeah, okay, you're
So rather
saying,
than having- in the living room, you have a double hung and a single.
I said,
That's what they want.
Jason?
I do, I think it takes the building away from the Art Deco and puts it into suburbia.
I want to hear what Bruce has to say about it. I think you're negative on it, and I don't want to mean to cut you off.
No, that's
but
fine, cut me off.
Bruce, we have this thing where the building definitely didn't have double hung windows on any of these. We're talking about the building on the left. And in the middle one, they most certainly didn't have double hung windows, and it all might have been steel, kind of like, I call it like a signal building or, so Gerald is thrown off by the way they're just putting two double hung next to each other in the middle thing. And we don't, yeah.
But in other words, you're hung up, where there are currently, I don't know how they operate the vertical,
Yep,
they're putting in double hung.
two double hungs instead of three,
Right,
whatever those are.
right,
Yeah.
and we don't have historic photos of the original.
CB02 is a historic photo.
CB02. Do we know?
Remember, it's not the very original building.
That's what I'm asking.
It's not, that's gone, the very original, or is it? No, here it is,
No,
29.
it is.
The
It
19
is.
the very,
So-
very
so-
It actually looks like it was originally one large, probably one large
Yeah.
hang, like
Exactly.
a transom of some sort,
Exactly.
possibly. And so the two double hungs, in my opinion, just take it totally out of.
I agree with you.
By the way, again, location, this is the north side of Chambers
Yeah.
between,
Broadway.
Broadway, yes.
Yeah.
And, it lets all the way out onto Reed Street?
It's a through block building, both of them on,
So
this one and this one.
And it's the south side of Reed Street,
Yes.
across from Fusion, the Fusion Gym.
Yeah. Go back further west, yeah.
Excuse me?
This is a wall on the inside?
Yes.
This is dividing.
They told us that they described this. So Jason, I have a question. If we go that we want to go with our original, and they say, the owner says, we want to go with what we want to go with, they go, I'm sorry, they go to Landmark with our negative resolution and their pro window, they're what we don't want. Am I correct? Is that what would happen?
Oh, yeah, but would you really hold the whole thing hostage? By
I'm not Gerald.
Well, no, or would we as a community or whatever say, listen, guys, we like what you're doing, you're being sensitive on the roof, you're doing a whole lot of other work. And we're gonna hold back an approval because we disagree with your strategy for these.
Well, we can make an approval with modifications, or with,
A recommendation.
A recommendation.
We can make a
That's
recommendation.
what we should do.
Okay, and it's likely to be unheard by the guys that day, because they've
That's
already
correct.
rewritten their
Right.
approval, but maybe they will see eye to eye, and
But
And
we
by
still have a
LPC? Then what are we doing sitting here if they're not gonna listen to what we're saying?
They have, most of the time they don't, Gerald.
You know?
I don't wanna get into all
Well,
that.
they
I'm showing up tonight, I have a job.
they have a long history of not listening to us.
Well,
But
I
they
mean,
also
I'm
have
going
a
on.
very serious history of listening to us whenever we show up and read the resolutions.
That's
And I don't
correct.
think anyone's done it.
In a while.
I'll just show up and- I didn't know we had to.
Huh?
When is it? I'll show up and read a resolution.
It's every month, we get notifications, and it would be great if someone would show up again. We.
I didn't know there was a-
Every
You
month.
just gotta ask.
So, yes, Lucy, formally put you on the list. They
Formally
take
vote on
All right.
vote, but. Okay, so, we're just for formality's sake, we're gonna take both of these at the same time. I understand they're different dockets, but So what we say about 83, we're saying about 85, and it sounds like what we're saying is we approve, we were gonna strike that comment from last time about having not done the roof mock-up, because we see it, we don't have an issue. And I'll have to write one whereas that says our strong feelings about what we think should go and replace those windows.
That's a nice look, Jason, by the way, I'm just saying.
Oh, thank you. It's, early winter in a rush, I guess. you know?
But I wouldn't disapprove the application.
No, no,
for
we're not
that.
gonna, we can't do that.
Okay.
We can't do that. It's too
All right.
much work. The buildings have been there forever like.
And they
this.
need work.
Yeah, yeah,
They
they've been
need this.
sitting there.
I appreciate
And the
all the other
Arby's
work
involved.
that's
Okay.
Okay, I think that sounds good. I'm good with that.
Windows.
I move.
Yes.
Second, for both.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, we're voting on both. It's one
With a
recommendation.
recommendation.
With the.
Correct.
With.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
With the
yes.
condition.
About the
Yes.
It's
windows.
an approval with the
I'm gonna
recommendation.
pull that, I'll vote yes.
It's not a
Thank you.
condition, it's a
It's
recommendation.
a
Recommendation.
You're
Fine.
folks. Okay with that.
Yes.
I suppose.
Yes. No, no.
Oh, no.
No,
No, I'm
no me or what?
not opposed.
You're not opposed, okay. Any opposed? Any abstained? Any recusals? Motion carries 6 in favor. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Lucy, you're a soldier, I want you to know that.
She's more than that.
She is more.
She's a general.
She's a general, absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No, no.
You are?
Remember, I gotta get.
Again?
people for you for this final thing, okay?
Oh.
I'm gonna run.
Bye-bye.
Used to get it as a kid.
Can I walk home in a half an hour?
In a half an hour.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
talk
no,
about that.
will it?
I will.
Won't take more than a half an hour.
Yes. Why? It won't. No, no, no.
We won't.
Okay, why?
Because I'm meeting,
So you're walking out. Yeah, okay. Bye, everybody.